students. In this video we are going to study scalar triple product. Other name for scalar triple product is box product. As the name suggests, it is a triple product. That means we have to consider three vectors. And it is a scalar triple product. Scalar product. That means the quantity is a scalar quantity. So let's see what is scalar triple product. So we have three vectors a bar, b bar, c bar, and their scalar triple product is defined as box product a bar, b bar, c bar, or scalar triple product a bar, b bar, c bar equal to a bar dot b bar cross c bar. So this is the definition, and the notation used here is box product. So that's why the other name for scalar triple product is box product. See, the order is important here. So what is the definition? First of all, we have to write the first vector, then a dot product of the second and third vector. So a bar dot b bar cross c bar. Let's put a bracket here. Because though the bracket, if we don't put the bracket also, still if we write a bar dot b bar cross c bar like this, if we consider first dot product and then cross product, you can see it is not defined at all. Because if we consider a bar dot b bar, what happens is it is a scalar quantity. And a scalar quantity cross product a vector quantity. Cross product is in between two vectors. So if one is scalar and the other is vector, it is not defined at all. Therefore, if we don't put bracket also, we have to consider b bar cross c bar. Okay. So this is scalar triple product. So let's see the properties of a scalar triple product. So as I said, the first one is it is a scalar quantity. So scalar quantity, as it is dot product of two vectors. B bar cross c bar is a vector and we have a bar dot that vector. So dot product is a scalar quantity, so it is a scalar quantity. The second one is, first of all, let's see this scalar triple product in terms of ijk. So what is a scalar triple product? So if we consider a bar as a1 I cap plus a2 j cap plus a3 k cap, then b bar as b1 I cap plus b2 j cap plus b3 k cap, and c bar equals to c1 I cap plus c2 j cap plus c3 k cap. So to find this scalar triple product, first of all we have to find cross product of b bar and c bar. So b bar cross c bar is determinant. First row is I cap, j cap, k cap. Then the next one is b1, b2, b3. And the last one is c1, c2, c3. Expanding the determinant, we get I cap b2 c3 minus b3 c2, b2 c3 minus b3 c2 minus j cap. Now we get the term b1 c3 minus b3 c1, b1 c3 minus b3 c1 plus k cap b1 c2 minus b2 c1. Okay, so this is b bar cross c bar. Now let's write dot product of a bar and b bar cross c bar. So a bar dot b bar cross c bar. So to write the dot product, we have to multiply the coefficients of I cap, j cap, k cap, and we have to add those products. So now coefficient of I cap in a bar is a1 and here it is this bracket. So the product is a1 b2 c3 minus b3 c2. For the next one, coefficient of j cap is a2 here and here it is minus, then bracket. So this becomes minus a2 b1 c3 minus b3 c1. Coefficient of k cap in a bar is a3 and in this vector is this bracket b1 c2 minus b2 c1. So this is A bar dot B bar cross C bar. And you can see that only we get these terms by replacing I cap, J cap and K cap with A1, A2 and A3. So that means we get the dot scalar triple product as determinant instead of I cap, J cap and K cap we have to write A1, A2, A3. So this scalar triple product is nothing but determinant. First row is A1, A2, A3. Second row is B1, B2, B3. And third row is C1, C2, C3. So scalar triple product A bar, B bar, C bar is determinant, coefficient of I, J, K from first vector, then coefficient of I cap, J cap, K cap from second vector and from third vector. So this is the scalar triple product. So it's really very easy, and expanding this determinant we get the value and it is a scalar quantity. Now let's study the other properties of a scalar triple product. So now we have a scalar triple product in terms of determinant. So obviously properties of determinants, we can apply those properties to scalar triple product. So using that, you can see here that A bar, B bar, C bar, this scalar triple product is same as scalar triple product B bar, C bar, A bar, and this is same as C bar, A bar, B bar. So first let's see why this is so, and then we will remember the property. So if we consider scalar triple product A bar, B bar, C bar, so we have in the determinant first row is coefficient of Ijk from A bar, then B bar and then C bar. So to write this scalar triple product, what we need is coefficients of Ijk from B bar in the first row. So considering this scalar triple product A bar, B bar, C bar, if we interchange these two rows, then by property of determinant, the sign changes. That means if I write this B1, B2, B3 first and then A1, A2, A3, I have to change the sign. So I have written minus sign here, C1, C2, C3. So now I have B bar in first row. Okay. Now I want coefficients of Ijk from C bar in the second row. So again I have to interchange these two rows. So again the sign changes. Now it becomes minus minus plus, first row as it is. Then write the, interchanging these two rows, write the third row, that is C1, C2, C3, and afterwards we have A1, A2, A3. So this is nothing but scalar triple product B bar, C bar, A bar. Okay. So this property says that if the change is cyclic, then we have equality. We don't have to change the sign or value. So here if I write this A bar afterwards, so it is cyclic change, that means it becomes B bar, C bar, A bar. Now again write B bar here, so this becomes C bar, A bar, B bar. So cyclic change does not change the value of the scalar triple product, it remains the same. And this property, interchanging the rows, the sign changes. So if I interchange any two of these two terms, then I have to change the sign. So if say this A bar and C bar are interchanged, then the sign changes. So this becomes scalar triple product C bar, B bar, A bar with minus sign. So interchanging any two terms changes the sign of the scalar triple product. Next one is if any two of them are collinear, then what happens? For example, say A bar and B bar are collinear, then let's see. So for example, let's say A bar and B bar are collinear. Then we have scalar triple product A bar, B bar, C bar equal to C bar, A bar, B bar by this property number 3. It is same as C bar, A bar, B bar. So this becomes C bar dot A bar cross B bar. Now A bar and B bar are collinear, that means they are parallel, that means angle between them is 0. So this is AB sin theta n cap and theta is 0, that means sin theta has value 0. So this becomes 0 vector, so dot product becomes 0. It is a scalar quantity, so it is 0. That means if any two of the vectors are collinear, then scalar triple product is 0. Okay. Now the most important property of scalar triple product is if A bar, B bar, C bar are coplanar, then their scalar triple product is 0. So, and this is if and only if. That means if they are coplanar, then their scalar triple product is 0, and if scalar triple product is 0, then the vectors are coplanar. The condition is none of the vectors is 0 vector. If one of the vector is 0 vector, then also scalar triple product is 0. But here these three vectors are non-zero vectors, and they are coplanar if and only if their scalar triple product is 0. Let's see why it is like so. Now the scalar triple product means what it is: A bar dot B bar cross C bar. For example, first of all, let's assume that they are coplanar. If three vectors are coplanar, that means what? A bar and B bar is like this, and C bar is coplanar with them. So either C bar lies in the same plane or C bar lies in the parallel plane, like this. So if this is parallel plane and if this is C bar, so C bar is like this, or you can take C bar in the same plane. Okay. Now A bar dot B bar cross C bar. Now if this is vector C bar, then B bar cross C bar is always perpendicular to plane of B bar and C bar. So if we take B bar cross C bar, so it is like this. It is perpendicular to plane of B bar and C bar. And that means it is perpendicular to every vector in the plane of B bar and C bar, and A bar lies in the same plane. So this B bar cross C bar is perpendicular to A bar. And if two vectors are perpendicular, then their dot product is 0. See? So this A bar dot B bar cross C bar is 0 means a scalar triple product is 0. So if the vectors are coplanar, their scalar triple product is 0. Now conversely, if scalar triple product is 0, that means A bar dot B bar cross C bar is 0. That means A bar is perpendicular to B bar cross C bar. But B bar cross C bar is already perpendicular to plane of B bar and C bar. That means A bar is parallel to, A bar lies in the parallel plane of B bar and C bar, or in the same plane. That means they are coplanar. But you have to remember that it's really very important property of scalar triple product. So whenever we have to prove that three vectors are coplanar, we have to prove that their scalar triple product is 0. So either they can ask for three vectors to be coplanar, or we have to find out given 4 points are coplanar or not. So if we have 4 points, say A, B, C and D, and we have to find out whether these 4 points are coplanar, that means they lie in the same plane. Then first of all we have to convert these points into three vectors. So for that take AB bar, AC bar and AD bar. So we are taking one common point to all of the three vectors and find their scalar triple product. See, now we have three vectors, AB bar, AC bar and AD bar. So we can find their scalar triple product. If this scalar triple product is 0, that means these three vectors are coplanar, and as A is common point to them, they cannot lie in parallel planes. They have to lie in the same plane. Therefore, the 4 points are coplanar. Okay. So this is a very common question to board exam to prove 4 points to be coplanar, and this is the method. Okay. Now let's solve some question based on scalar triple product. So first question is find scalar triple product of these three given vectors A bar, B bar and C bar. So the vectors are given. Now scalar triple product is a determinant of this coefficients of ijk from these three vectors. So scalar triple product A bar, B bar, C bar equals to determinant. Now coefficients of ijk from A bar. So those are 3 minus 1, 4. So it is first row is 3 minus 1, 4. Next row is 2, 3 minus 1. And now coefficients of ijk from C bar. So those are minus 5, 2 and 3. Now let's expand this determinant and let's find out what is the value. So it is 3. 9 minus minus plus 2. Next term is plus 1. Then we have 2 into 3, that is 6. Minus, both have minus sign, so it becomes 5. Next one is 4. 4 minus minus plus 15. So that is equal to 3 multiplied by 11 plus 1 into 1 plus 4 into 19. So that is 33 plus 1 plus 76. So that is 34 plus 76. So that is 76 plus 4 is 80 and 80 is 30. That is 110. So this is value of the scalar triple product A bar, B bar, C bar. Okay, consider this question now. Show that the vectors are coplanar. So let's denote first vector by A bar. So let this be A bar. Then let this vector be B bar. And let this vector be C bar. So we have to prove that these three vectors are coplanar. That means we have to prove that scalar triple product is 0. So let's consider scalar triple product of A bar, B bar and C bar. So scalar triple product of A bar, B bar, C bar equal to determinant 1 minus 1 minus 6, 1 minus 3 4, 2 minus 5 3. Now let's expand the determinant. So it is 1 minus 9 plus 20, then plus 1, 3 minus 8, minus 6, minus 5 plus 6. So it is 1 into 11, 1 into minus 5, minus 6 into 1. So that is 11 minus 5 minus 6. So 11 minus 11, that is 0. So as the scalar triple product is 0, therefore the vectors A bar, B bar, C bar are coplanar. Okay. So this is the proof. It's really very easy. Now in this question, the vectors are given coplanar and we have to find the value of the unknown P. So the vectors here are given and let's write those vectors as A bar, B bar and C bar. So denoting those vectors as A bar, B bar and C bar, let's write the reason first. Since A bar, B bar, C bar are coplanar, therefore their scalar triple product is 0 or box product is 0. Now scalar triple product is 0, that means the determinant is 0. Now the determinant is 1 minus 2 1, then we have 2 minus 5p, 5 minus 9 4. So this is 0. Now let's solve this and let's find value of p. So expansion of the determinant gives us 1 minus 20 minus minus plus 9p, then plus 2, 2 into 4, that is 8 minus 5p, and plus 1 minus 18 minus minus plus 25 equals to 0. So it is minus 20 plus 9p, then here it is 16 minus 10p, 25 minus 18 is 7, multiplied by 1 is 7 again. So now the term in p, 9p minus 10p, that is minus p, and the constant term 16 plus 7, that is 23, minus 20, that is plus 3. So we have minus p equal to minus 3, therefore value of p is 3. So we have to mention that as these vectors are coplanar, their scalar triple product is 0, and solving it we can find value of p. So these are very simple questions and everybody can solve them. Now let's consider 4 points and let's find out whether these 4 points are coplanar or not. So the points are given. So that is written in question paper. So let's write in answer paper those points as P, Q, R and S. So to prove or to find whether these points are coplanar, we have to convert 4 points into 3 vectors, and we are keeping point P common. You can keep any point common. So here let's take P as common point to all the 3 vectors. So PQ bar is Q bar minus P bar. So Q is 3, 1 minus 1 minus P is 1 minus 1 minus 1. So subtracting the corresponding terms, we get 3 minus 1, that is 2. Next one is 1 minus minus plus 1, again 2 minus 1, and here also we have minus 1. So the difference is 0. So this becomes 2 I cap plus 2 j cap. So we have PQ bar. Next vector is PR bar. So taking P common. R bar minus P bar. Now R is 0 to 1 minus P, that is 1 minus 1 minus 1. So we have 0 minus 1, that is minus 1. 2 minus minus 1, 2 plus 1, 3. 1 minus minus 1, that is 1 plus 1, 2. So it is minus I cap plus 3 j cap plus 2 k cap. And the last vector is PS bar, S bar minus P bar. Minus 2, 0, 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. So minus 2 minus 1. So let's write it as minus 3 only. Next one is 0 minus minus 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1. And 1 minus minus 1 is 1 plus 1, 2. So it is minus 3 I cap plus j cap plus 2 k cap. Now let's find out a scalar triple product of these 3 vectors. So this is PQ bar, PR bar, PS bar. So scalar triple product is determinant. First one is 2, 2, 0. Next one is minus 1, 3, 2. And this is minus 3, 1, 2. So the expansion gives us 2, 6 minus 2. Next one is minus 2. Then we have minus 2, minus minus plus 6. And since we have 0 here, so no need to write the bracket. So 2 multiplied by 4 minus 2 multiplied by 4. So it is 8 minus 8, 0. Now, as the scalar triple product is 0, that means these 3 vectors are coplanar and they have P as common point. Therefore, these 4 points are coplanar. So let's write the reason. Therefore, PQ bar, PR bar, PS bar are coplanar vectors with common point P. So this is important to write. Otherwise, those vectors, coplanar vectors means they may lie in parallel planes. But we have to prove these 4 points, they lie in the same plane with common point P. Therefore, the points P, Q, R, S are coplanar. Okay. Now the next question is C bar is given 3A bar minus 2B bar. Then prove that their scalar triple product is 0. Now here A bar, B bar and C bar, they are not given in terms of IJK. But C bar is given in terms of A bar and B bar. So let's use the concept or definition of scalar triple product. So if we consider scalar triple product A bar, B bar, C bar, so by definition it is A bar dot B bar cross C bar. Now let's substitute 3a bar minus 2b bar for c bar. So it is a bar dot, though we don't put bracket here, but it is considered that b bar cross c bar is in bracket. So dot b bar cross c bar is 3a bar minus 2b bar. So first let's simplify this square bracket. So a bar dot, now this expansion gives us 3 into b bar cross a bar minus 2 b bar cross b bar. Now for cross product, we know that cross product of the vector with itself is 0 bar. So it is a bar dot 3 b bar cross a bar minus 0 bar. So it is a bar dot 3 b bar cross a bar. So this becomes 3 scalar triple product a bar b bar a bar. And if a vector repeats in scalar triple product, then the value of the scalar triple product is 0. Why? Because scalar triple product is determinant. First of all, we have to write coefficients of ijk from a bar, then second row is from b bar, and third row is again from a bar. So if two rows are identical in a determinant, then value of the determinant is 0. So if a vector repeats in scalar triple product, then value of the determinant or value of the scalar triple product is 0. So this is 0. Therefore, scalar triple product a bar b bar c bar is 0. Or we can give theoretical proof also. See here, c bar is given as 3a bar minus 2b bar. Means what? C bar is linear combination of a bar and b bar. So it is possible only when c bar lies in the plane of a bar and b bar. That means a bar, b bar and c bar are coplanar. Therefore, their scalar triple product is 0. Like this also we can give the proof. But if you know the definition, then using the definition also we can give the proof. So we have two alternative methods for this question. So this is your today's assignment. A bar, b bar, c bar are given and scalar triple product is 1. Find q. So write the determinant, expand the determinant, solve it and find value of q. And next question is show that the points, 4 points are given and we have to prove those points are coplanar. So take the points as a, b, c and d. Find scalar triple product ab bar, ac bar, ad bar and prove that it is 0. So that those points will be coplanar. Okay. I hope you understood the concept of scalar triple product. Thank you. See you in the next video.